What's up, y'all? So I've been talking about this with some friends recently, and it's really been going through my mind of what your definition of happiness is. Coming into this super blood full moon, blue moon, it's bringing up a lot of energy. It's bringing up a lot of questions. It's bringing up a lot of pain that a lot of people haven't been processing or dealing with. And so I was talking with my friend with this, just last night, about what our definitions are for happiness. And to her, she was saying it's really difficult to say that she's happy all the time, because sometimes, her content, her neutral doesn't necessarily mean happy to her. And for me, my content, my neutral means that yes, I'm blessed, I'm happy because I've got food on my table, I got a roof over my head, I got clothes, I got people I love, that was the whole debate, conversation, redefinition of what the word happiness was to the both of us, was that what does it really mean, right? What do we identify happiness as? How do we reach towards happiness? One thing that I always say is that happiness is not a goal to be obtained, but it's the path that you choose to take to get there. Do you choose to be happy on your day-to-day life, or are you reaching for something that you cannot obtain? When I have this car, when I have this job, when I have this relationship, does that mean happiness? Or does happiness mean to me that I'm around beautiful people, that I'm around people who care about me and that value me as a human being? Does it mean that I'm taking care of my body and taking care of my mind? What does the pain mean? Does pain mean that I'm not happy? Does pain mean that I'm not living my life to the fullest? Because to me, pain is a very important part of your life, because pain means that you're having a full range of emotion. You're being able to fully articulate and feel what the human emotion really is. Yes, we can feel pleasure and beauty and happiness, but we also need to feel pain, fear, sadness, anger. This is the full human form. And to me, I feel grateful that I have all these things. Pain makes me a stronger person. Pain creates challenge in myself, makes me grow, makes me become a better person than what I was yesterday, than what I'm going to be tomorrow. I think it's really important to take time to reevaluate how you define certain things in your life. How do you identify, right? How do you define happiness? What does pain mean to you? What do the relationships mean to you? And I think it's so easy to get caught up in this day-to-day life, blah, blah, blah. But I think there's so much pressure put on us on a regular basis. People go through pain and anguish on a daily, moment to moment basis. And, it's hard to be having so much pressure put on us at any given point. So what do we do about it? We find substances that help us deal with pain. We find relationships that let us take away. But what does that do, right? When you find a substance that takes away your moment of expressing true, authentic thought, authentic emotion, you are pushing down and suppressing your emotions when you're not living authentically. When you have a relationship with somebody who is not valuing you as a human being, but they make you feel good in the moment, right? It might be sex, it might be partying, whatever it might be. But it's when you go home and you're with your pain in your head, what happens? I think it's always important to stop and reevaluate and take a moment and think with yourself, okay, how do I actually feel? How does this relationship make me feel? How do the things that I do with my life actually make me feel? And that's why I think it's important to define, what does happiness mean to me? What does health mean to me? What does me living my day-to-day life mean? What are my goals? What am I trying to obtain here, right? Because it's really important, because it's so easy to get lost in the day-to-day tasks. So easy to get lost in the to-do lists that never end, right? What are your goals? What are you reaching towards, right? And how do you live in pure bliss in those moments that you're reaching towards? It's people get so caught in here. How do you live in this moment? I was talking with a friend recently, and he was saying, good man, really like this person, because he was telling me that we get so lost in these thoughts and in these distractions, that we don't live in these pure bliss moments. We were laying down one night, and I asked him what he was thinking about, and he was like, I'm not thinking about anything. I'm just here in the moment. I'm not thinking about yesterday. I'm not thinking about tomorrow. I'm just right here. And, this is what Buddhists consider pure happiness. This is what pure bliss is living in the moment, living authentically to who you truly are. And I thought, man, that's fucking beautiful. Not many people think about things like that. How do you create true happiness if you're thinking about tomorrow, if you're thinking about the past? How can you live in the moment in yourself if you cannot be grateful with what you have right here in this time? How do you create happiness tomorrow when you're not there yet? How do you create happiness in the past when you already experienced that? You have to experience what's happening right now in this moment. Much as I go into all this shit, and some of y'all watch, some of y'all don't, it really doesn't matter to me. You do what you need to do. I really put this on here for me half the time, because it's this is my diary. This is where I'm able to talk about shit from the day. It's a chance for me to plant seeds in your mind to think about a different way of thinking, right? And it might be a different way than you think. You might have a different way than I think, right? And that's all. It's all really important. I can't tell you how much I value the relationships in my life. I can't tell you how grateful I am for the life that I have, and how happy I am on a regular basis because of the choices that I make in my own head on a regular basis. So that's what I'm on here right now to talk to you about, is redefine happiness, redefine your relationships, redefine how you think in your mind. That's what it's all about. Recreate, you get to change. It's all good.